Hey guys, so how well did I do for the month of February? February was my first month posting this car that I got in January on Turo, and so I bought this car for $50,000. My monthly payment is $800, and really the goal for me was really I wanted to buy this car and put on Turo to compensate the cost of the car. And so my goal was to hit $800, and after I hit $800, then I'm fine. I'm covered. I don't need to work any harder. But this first month was a little different. I wanted to really try as best as I could to see how much I could get out of renting the car in Turo, and try to get enough bookings so I can get on like their all-star host, so I can so my listing will come up to the very top, and the car would get listed a little more. And so before I get there, I'm basically renting out the car for roughly about $100 a day. Turo takes 35% of that just because I have the highest insurance coverage, zero deductible out of my pocket. And if for any reason the car gets into an accident, they'll pay me because I'm not able to rent my car on Turo. You can go to a lesser insurance coverage and you can make 90% of the total cost. But for me, it's not a business. It's just something that I want to do so I can own this car for this time. And so before we get into the earnings, any guess? So let's go. So earnings for the month of, let's put just the Tesla. For the month of February, I made $1,200 in earnings that Turo actually paid me after taking all the costs in. So $1,200. There's also a $400 on top of here for reimbursements. And so with electrical cars, especially with Tesla, they don't pay for their own charging. Everything gets linked back to my credit card, and so I have to submit for reimbursement later. And so it's 412. This data is a few days behind just because we just hit the end of the month today. And so let's go look at Excel to really get the data. So in Excel, I had 8 bookings, or 8 different people. Sorry, let's take this way. So I had 8 bookings or 8 different people. 2 of those bookings were 1-day rentals, and those were fine. But most of them were 2 to 5 day rentals, and so and most of them were weekend rentals. And so I like those a lot more just because it's less work to prep the cars and get it ready. It's out for a couple days. You don't have to worry about it, and then you just worry about it when it comes back. But my total overall earning from Turo was $1,641, and that's basically everything that Turo paid me. If you minus the Tesla supercharging, and I got this number from Tesla, the 211, total to me is $1,429. And so that's basically my total for running my car on Turo for 1 month. And to me, that exceeded my expectation. Really, I was trying to go for like $800, $900. But people just kept on booking the car. And so I don't know, I didn't really care, right? I wanted to book it so I can get some experience and kind of go through some of those things. I had 1 airport rental. I had a 2-hour rental because the guy just wanted to take his wife out on a date to try to convince his wife so he can get a Tesla. And I also had a no-show, right? I had one guy who booked it for a day, and he got into an accident of some sort the day before, so he had to cancel it basically that morning. And so I got a partial payment. And so basically to me, it's just learning the platform this month. And for $1,400, to me, that was pretty good. I don't have any regrets at this point. I think overall I'm pretty happy with the numbers, and I hope this kind of continues. Do I expect myself to work this hard and try to get $1,400? Probably not. I think there's a good balance between making decent money to cover the costs and working so hard to get that extra $200, $300, $400. To me, it's not worth it to wash the car every other day and check it out with people, just because that's a lot of work and time. And so I prefer probably 4 or 5 rentals, probably 2-day rentals and higher. And if I get my $800, I'm happy. If I get $600 or $700, I'm happy. So I'm not going to work too hard to try to get to that number. But at the end of the day, I do want the car to pay for itself. And so if I get a month where I'm not going to get any books, I'm probably going to lower my price so I can get some bookings. But let's look at next month, and next month is March. And so upcoming. So I have, I think, 2 bookings right now, and both of them are 2 to 3 days each. And so my earning is roughly $409. I hope to get about 1 more or 2 more. So overall, I think my first month I had a good month. Not I don't know. Yeah, I had a good month, great month. The car came back, no scratches, no issues. That's it for today. If you guys have any questions about putting your car on Turo, feel free to comment below, and I'll try to answer any questions that I can. So far, it's worked out well for me, and I hope it continues to work out so I get to enjoy this car longer. Thanks for watching. Bye.